What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for tuning back into this vlog series. Before we get into it, I just want to remind you guys, if you want to continue seeing these episodes as they're uploaded, hit that subscribe button, comment any questions you have, comment what you want to see, like this video. It would really help in supporting me and my channel, and I would appreciate it so much. Let's get into the vlog. Good morning, good morning. It's the top of week 3. I'm back. Just got done doing my hair. About to pop on my little gym outfit that I wear all day, every day. I don't think I have anything else in my wardrobe. I already had my coffee. Gonna get my morning steps in with my puppy. But welcome to episode 2 of the vlog. I'm really excited to take you guys through another 2 weeks of my prep. This one probably won't be as dense as the first. I had to build a lot of foundation, a lot of context in that first one. This one, it's gonna be pretty much the same. Prep life is gonna look more or less very similar week to week, leading up to the retreat that I'm hosting in Costa Rica come the middle of June. And then once I'm back from that, we're gonna start hammering it hard, but I'll keep y'all updated with my scale weight, with my energy levels, with my mood, with my physique, of course. And yeah, welcome to vlog 2. Let's get after it. First thing I'm doing every single morning is getting my supplements in. I have a morning stack and a nighttime stack, getting my water ready. My supplements go into my water, a lot of them do, so they happen at the same time. I have some probiotics. I'm not gonna plug brands or anything because I don't know, different things work for different people. Talk to your coach, talk to your doctor. I got some probiotics in there. I'll put a scoop of creatine into my water. This first water bottle is gonna be what carries me through my workout, so sipping some creatine throughout, 5 grams. It's the recommended dosage for everybody. Different people do different things, but I don't know, I just follow the directions. Water bottle is full. Give it a little shake to mix up all that powder I just put in there. And then I'm gonna do 1 magnesium. I do 1 in the morning, 1 at night. I then do 2 psyllium husks. This is essentially just dietary fiber. I don't know if y'all remember from the first video, but I had some digestion stuff going on and was having trouble staying regular with all the changes to my body. Hold on, wait, I look kind of buff right there. Stop. But was having some trouble with my digestion, and that's gonna keep me regular. I take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And then last but not least, I take 20 grams of L-glutamine. This is 20 grams, like a whole ass pile. And so in order to make it easier on myself, I put it in a little cup, mix it in some water. Just a little bit of water. I mean, we don't need to be chugging a whole glass this early in the morning. And then I throw it back like a double shot. If you went to college, if you were a teenager in America, you know what I'm saying. And that's my morning supplement routine. My morning 2-mile walk in the complex. I just got done with a workout. I did posterior chain today, and I feel like straight up booty. Like, this is the first day in prep that I haven't been like ecstatic to get to the gym. Just some low energy in my household this morning. We both didn't sleep the greatest last night, and that can sometimes carry on throughout the day, but that's okay. I still got in here, I got after it. I progressed still from last week, more weight, more reps, so that's good. At least the physical is not reflecting the mental, the energetic. The work is still working. I just wanted to share this with you guys because this is real life. Like, sometimes you don't want to do this shit. Sometimes you're tired, but you do it anyway. I got it done. I'm going to go home, have a good breakfast, kick my feet up for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then get my cardio done, and I'll let you guys know how I'm feeling after that. Usually after some food, I perk right up, so fingers crossed. I just pulled it to the convenience store. I'm gonna go pick up Jay some Reese's Cups because he loves those, and like I said, the energy in our household was kind of low and slow this morning, both tired, so maybe that'll perk him up. Got the goods. Good morning, good morning. We are gonna do a little get ready with me moment this morning. Last time we talked yesterday, I was kind of a grump, not like mentally and emotionally, but just physically, like didn't have the energy. And I think it's really important to share those moments because I am typically, and I have been, like so positive and excited through all of this for the last 2.5 weeks. But it's so important to show that like the work still must go on even when things aren't happy-go-lucky and I was just tired, like low energy. I was towards the end, or that was the last day of my period, and you know, just a couple weeks of hard work had come to a head, but I still decided to go train and push through, and just wanted to show that to you guys. It's so important to have a good mindset through these things, because in those moments where I am feeling discomfort, low energy, when shit gets hard, this is why I'm doing it. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And when you are able to rewire your brain to think like the discomfort is what I love, it's where I live, it's where I'm supposed to be, then those moments that are quote unquote hard, they become exciting, they become empowering. Like when I'm in the gym on a day where maybe things aren't moving as smoothly and I'm not in the best mood, I'm like, there are people out there that wouldn't have come today, but I'm here, and that's why I'm gonna do well in the show. That's why I'm gonna hit this goal, that's why I'm gonna have this win, and that's what sets me apart. Not that everything in life needs to be a competition. You can think about it just for yourself, like just you versus you out there. Like if I only did the things I was quote unquote supposed to do when I felt like doing them, they would never be done. So if I learn to live and love and appreciate the discomfort and pushing through it, that's how I'm gonna reach my goal. That discomfort is where we grow. We don't learn lessons. We don't become strong mentally and physically. We don't overcome when things feel easy. And so do whatever you have to do and reframe whatever story you have to tell yourself to say when things get hard. This is where I'm supposed to be, because the me that's coming out on the other side of this is gonna be even better. It's gonna be worth the discomfort. It's gonna be worth the struggle. And always just thinking about like, something I use with my clients and even with myself is like, okay, when we don't feel like doing something, what decision will the future version of me be the most proud of? And I like that question because it gives us some wiggle room, but we still have to have that honest conversation with ourselves. Like maybe I've been training every day for 2 weeks and I don't feel like going today. Future me might be proud that I'm giving myself a break and taking a rest. Or on the flip side, maybe I've only gone to the gym 3 days and I am feeling a little tired and I don't feel like doing it. Future me is gonna be proud that I got up and I pushed through anyway. So answering that question really depends on what kind of situation you're in, and that is the one that I lean on the most. And like I said, when things get hard, I literally tell myself like, this is what it's all about. This is what I'm doing this for. This is where I live. And then that shit gets fun. Like the shit gets to be fun. And that's kind of how I rework the hard days. I fully acknowledge like it is hard, it is uncomfortable, like sometimes it does suck. And I love it anyway. So there's my little motivational speech for the moment. I weighed in at a new low today. Today I weighed in at 114.9. So we're about 3 pounds down from the starting point, not even 3 weeks in. Still have great energy. I'm still full, I'm still satisfied. And speaking of, I'm gonna take you guys through a full day of eating today. I am just really fucking good at staying full while staying in a relatively low calorie range and getting all my protein in, surpassing my protein goals. I'm not training today. Today's a rest day, which womp womp, a little sad. I get stir crazy, so I am still gonna go to the gym, do some mobility, some core, maybe test my max on pull-ups, because last time I tried I was at 12, but I was 4 pounds heavier, and since I've started this bodybuilding training, I've gotten really strong in that 12 to 15 rep range, and my goal has always been 15 unbroken pull-ups. And so maybe with these few pounds weight loss, which really makes a difference,
and pull-ups. That's what I'm gonna do today instead of a full training session.
All right, here's the outfit of the day. Surprise, sports bra and spandex shorts. Pop of color on the socks. Here is what we got going on in our core right now. We have some beautiful definition coming in. Cannot be mad about that. Let's get our day started. Full day of eating. I did not forget. Whether I'm training or not, I keep my eating routine the same, not necessarily the same foods, but more or less the same structure. I like to have a carby snack before I get my day going. Typically this would be just to have some sustenance to fuel my workouts, but today it's sustenance to fuel my soul. So rice cake with a few grams of honey to start my day. Getting my morning steps in. This is really such a beautiful time for me in the morning. Super cliche, have a morning routine, go on walks, get your alone time, but truly, I love it. So find some time in your day. It doesn't have to be 2 miles in the morning, but even if it's just 5 minutes, shut the world out, get some fresh air, and pour into yourself.
Weirdo on the beat. Thinks he's fly and is also known as a buster. He's always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. So no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. I don't want none of your stuff, no. I don't want no scrubs, cause they kinda can't get no love from me.
I'm leaving the gym. Didn't hit my goal of 15 pull-ups, as you saw. That's okay. I did 14, and that's a PR for me by 2. Last time I hit a PR, it was 12. And that's fucking impressive. So I'm still really proud of myself, a little disappointed, but gonna celebrate any little win that I can. Technically supposed to be resting today. Coach, if you're watching this, no, you're not. I just did that 1 pull-up attempt, and then I did 3 sets of some core work. So still technically a rest day. I didn't do a full workout, but yeah, I'm still really proud of what I did, and I'm gonna go home and show you guys what I'm having for breakfast. All right, y'all, let's get into breakfast. I'm having a breakfast sandwich. I have to tell you guys about these bagels. They taste like, they feel like they are proper bagels. The brand is called Better Bagel, but they're only 160 calories, 26 grams of protein. Feels too good to be true, but they're incredible. I got them at Whole Foods. You have to try them. But I got my breakfast sandwich. I have 1 runny egg in there. I do a runny egg for like the moisture factor, since I'm not like adding butter, cream cheese or anything. I want the yolk to kind of moisten up the sandwich. So I do 1 runny egg. I fry that, and then I'll pour like 1 serving of egg whites on top of it for some extra protein. I'm doing a chicken sausage in there, and then some hot sauce, and this is what I'm gonna have for breakfast. So good. So filling, so satisfying. I'm gonna eat this, I'll check back in later. Just got back from the gym for the 2nd time today, and we are about to do lunch. I don't typically have a snack between breakfast and lunch because I have a pretty late breakfast, so there's not a big time gap in between. I will most likely have a snack between lunch and dinner though. But for lunch, we are doing chicken, tenderloin, shrimp with hot sauce on it. If you're trying to stay low calorie but still love your condiments, hot sauce is a game changer. So much flavor for 0 calories. And then a scoop of jasmine rice and strawberries with a sprinkle of stevia on it for a little razzle dazzle. Also have a side of French fries that I made in the air fryer. They're just not on my plate because they don't look cute with the whole red and white theme I have going on here. When I went to the gym the 2nd time, I was just taking some videos for my fiance, so I promise I'm still resting today. And then this is what my fiance is getting for lunch. Freaking 2 burgers, juicy, greasy burgers with cheese on top, 2 slices of bacon, and then on the side, oh, those will have buns too. And then on the side, some pasta with, it had cheese baked into it, but I just melted more on top. And I make him cookies during prep. I make him these meals like that all the time because he does Ironman, so he now needs lots of calories. And so I am the epitome of self-control. I just got back from a walk and now I'm laying in bed in the guest room and watching Netflix on my phone. I'm gonna have my snack before dinner. This is a Quest bar. It's the s'mores flavor. Literally the best flavor they have. The other flavors are kind of chalky, as most protein bars are, but this one really does hit the spot. Whenever I have a snack with protein in it, I call it a productive snack because it's getting me closer towards my protein goal, which is really important. I might have half now, half after dinner. I haven't decided. I will let you guys know, but this is my snack. Okay, sitting down for last meal of the day, dinner. This will be the last food check-in that we have for the day because I ended up eating that whole protein bar earlier, so I'm not gonna have the other half after dinner. We just have some 93% lean ground beef, some rice. I added some broccoli for volume so it's more filling, barbecue sauce on top. This is 6 ounces of ground beef, y'all. I'm about to be so full. But yeah, that is a full day of eating for me. That's how I hit my protein goals for low calorie. Hey guys, sorry I'm so sweaty. I was watching Cops. If you know, you know about that reference. I just got done with a training session. I had my midweek check-in today with Adam, my coach. He upped our training volume and I was fighting for my life in there. I don't know if you can see, but I was so sweaty that when I went to pee afterwards, I was literally like about to pee my pants because I couldn't pull my shorts down over how wet my legs are. You know, when you are trying to get dressed like after the shower and your skin's wet and nothing's working out right. That's how sweaty I was trying to pee afterwards. And so training is up and we're pushing harder. I did get in trouble for the first time. I shared with you guys in the last vlog that I was having a lot of trouble getting my calories up and eating as much as he was recommending, and he reprimanded me. If you know me, you know I do not like that. I thrive off of that teacher's pet energy, okay? I want the gold star. I want the validation. I want to make him proud. I want him to think I'm doing a good job. So when he was like, dude, you got to get your calories up. Like, this is unacceptable. Like, it was a little bit of tough love. I was like, oh shit, I got you. Like, I'll make it happen. And it makes sense. Obviously, he wouldn't be doing it if it didn't make sense, but it makes sense because if I'm eating at a lower calorie range now when I don't really need to, my metabolism is going to adapt to that. And then when it comes down to the wire and we got to really cut weight and really lean out for stage, we'll have to cut my calories so low that it's like unrealistic because my metabolism has already adapted to the lower calories. So I'll have to push it even harder. So keeping my calories up right now is just what I have to do. And this is one of those moments where you have to be coachable, where I have to be coachable, because no matter how long you've been in the fitness industry, doesn't matter how many clients you've been through, doesn't matter how your body's changed, doesn't matter if you're personal trainer. I hired him for a reason because he knows things that I don't. So I have to be coachable and just follow what he tells me to do. Now, it's different if you have a coach that's like clearly doing something that's wrong or making you uncomfortable or something like that, then fire them. You don't have to be coachable in those moments. But this is one of those moments where, like, no matter how much I think I know or how well I think I know my body, I need to be coachable because he's the professional here and I hired him for a reason. So no egos on this prep journey. I'm gonna check every box that he tells me to check because I want to win this fucking show and he produces winners. But I'm about to go to my tattoo removal appointment. If y'all have been wondering what's going on here, I've had like 9 sessions so far to get this removed. The reason there's a pale box around it is because I keep it covered so it doesn't get sun damage where the laser needs to hit it. It takes like 30 seconds. And hopefully this tattoo can be gone by show day. That'd be sick. My original plan was for it to be gone by my wedding. Now I have a show to do, so I'm hoping it's done a little bit sooner. I'll take you guys with me. My skin is absolutely demolished. I hit all my calories yesterday and I got 9 hours of sleep, which is very rare for me because I've just been so excited to be awake and do prep. So I literally haven't been able to sleep. So I know my workout today is about to go crazy. I'm hitting my delts, which I've been super excited about because I'm seeing so much progress in them so fast. And I got these new cuffs for the cable machine that are hot pink that I get to use today. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna take y'all with me. Here we go. Okay, I'm at the grocery store. If we want more calories, that's what we're gonna get, baby. So I go to Whole Foods for certain things, H-E-B for certain things, and Costco for certain things. And mostly I do them all three in the same day. And those are the sacrifices we have to make to eat how we want to eat. Okay, we're gonna have a little fun now. Okay, let's have a little grocery haul moment. I basically eat the same staples every single week, but I added some fun stuff in this week that I wanted to just kind of take you guys through it. You guys saw what I eat in a day when I was like eating lower calories, but things are gonna look a little bit different now that I'm trying to get more calories in, and I definitely had some fun with it. So some staples, obviously chicken tenders. I did some extra lean ground beef. This is 96.4. I did 93.7 last week, so this will have a little bit less fat content. We'll see if the juice is worth the squeeze and if that sacrifices the flavor a lot. Obviously staple jasmine rice. I do teeny tiny sweet potatoes, usually like 100 grams, 200 grams. And then of course I'll buy bigger ones for my fiance. Rice cakes are a staple. Put literally anything on this and it becomes a snack. Gotta have the coffee. And then these were, here, I'll come show you. These were fun little things that I saw that I wanted to try. I literally wrote protein snacks on my grocery list and I saw these and I was like, why not? It's 100 calories for 15 grams of protein, and it's just cottage cheese with a little bit of fruit in it, which I love. If you've never had cottage cheese with pineapple chunks in it, please try it. And then Good Culture is just a really good brand in general, like doesn't have a bunch of junk, chemicals, all those things added in. So I'm excited to try these. I will update you guys. I told you guys about these when I did my kind of full day of eating. Whole Foods, thank you for making these exist. Butter, Kerrygold, best quality. Shrimp is just pure protein. You can never go wrong with shrimp. And then I'm so excited about these. So I wanted to have some fun this week and try some new snacks. Obviously trying to get my carbs up for fuel in the gym, and I figured why not bring it back to childhood. I'll buy like 1 box of cereal a year and that will kind of scratch that itch. This year I got 2, and we're gonna work these into the rotation for the next couple weeks and see how it goes. I forgot a bag over here. So got some Greek yogurt. I was torn between this one and the grass-fed. Quality means a lot to me when it comes to dairy, but this one just had macros that I appreciated a little bit more, but this is a good brand regardless. It's not full of a bunch of junk, so that's okay.
the rest of that stuff in there is for my fiance. So this is what a typical grocery haul looks like for me. Obviously outside of this cereal, this is fun and new, and I'm gonna have a bowl right now, even though I literally haven't even had any breakfast yet today. This is really like a treat or like a dessert, but I don't care. There's no rules as long as my macros are hit by the end of the day. So this is my groceries.
I feel like a child again. It's making me so happy. So good. What is up? It is Monday morning, and as you can see, the long big hair is retired for a few weeks. My head needs to breathe, and so we're gonna do a messy bun and some fun earrings for a while. I have my weekly check-in with my coach tomorrow, but I have my first posing session with a posing coach today, and some thoughts are coming up for me, so I wanted to share them with you because an important part of this journey for me is letting you in on some of the mindset things that I work through so that this can always be like a loving experience. It doesn't become toxic, it doesn't become controlling. And I feel like these are things that anyone can use in their everyday life with any situation. It doesn't have to be about food, doesn't have to be about body image. It can be about any negative, intrusive thoughts that aren't loving, thoughts that bring up fear, thoughts that aren't empowering. And so here I am to share them with you. So first posing session today, and immediately the first thought that came up was, I want my new posing coach to think my physique looks good, to think my midsection is lean, to think my muscles are popping. So maybe I should hold off on eating until after the session. I don't want to look bloated. I don't want to look full. Like, I really want to show off my physique. That was my initial thought. And through years of just doing like deep inner work around these types of things, these thoughts are not alarming for me anymore. They're not scary for me anymore. Like I said in the last vlog, it is so normal and so human to have these intrusive thoughts, no matter how healed, no matter how whole and loving you are towards yourself. Like, fear is one of our most instinctual feelings, and so these thoughts come. Now, old me would have taken that thought and been like, man, that's true. I should restrict food today until 3 p.m. Calorie goals don't matter. The program doesn't matter. Just want my coach to validate me and think I look good, and I want that acceptance. And old me would have taken that thought as gospel and ran with it. Now I know, and this is what I want you guys to take away from this, is not everything that we think is true. Often we'll have a thought and we'll take action on it immediately, we'll react immediately, but something I've learned, and this is true for any situation, like I said, not just body image, is we can just observe these thoughts as separate from us. Like, I remember the first time I tapped into this power, and it will literally never leave my memory. I was looking in the mirror, and this was like probably 2 years ago at this point. I was looking in the mirror, and I had eaten dessert the night before. This was morning, and I felt like I could literally see the dessert on my stomach. I was like, oh, I'm so fat. I don't look good. I shouldn't have eaten dessert. I'm gonna restrict food all day so that I can make up for the calories. And then I paused, and I was like, actually, never mind. I decide that that's not true, and I'm gonna eat 3 balanced meals today anyway. And I was like, you're telling me that I have a choice in the way that I show up for myself, in the way that I love myself, regardless of what like fear and insecurity and trauma is telling me? Like, pff. And that's really all that mindset work is like, separate yourself from your thoughts and your feelings and watch them and see what they're trying to tell you, and get curious about them, and understand that you have a choice in which ones that you give into and which ones you believe. Like, I remember I hosted a whole like week's seminar type thing on like how to love yourself even when you don't feel the love. And essentially the takeaway message, like free value here, was just like, even when I don't feel self-love, I can still act in a loving way towards myself, and the feeling will come later. And it always does. And so back to what I was saying is like, okay, I had the thought this morning of like, I want to look skinny for my coach or whatever. And then I was like, no, I don't need to do that. I don't need to be that. And so I'm going to eat normally today. And like, it's really that simple, guys. It really is that simple. Maybe not that easy, but it is that simple. And I debated even sharing this with you all because for me, it's just such like instinctual now, such like just so easy for me to see the thoughts and be like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do. I'm not fucking with you today. But I thought about it for a while and I felt the need to share because I remember in the beginning of my journey when I had those thoughts and they felt so true and they felt so real and they felt so scary, so compulsive, so controlling, so chaotic. And so I want you guys to know that wherever you're at in the journey, it's okay for those thoughts to come because they always will. You will not find a human who doesn't experience fear and insecurity. But along the way, with practice and with intention, you will get better and better at discerning which ones serve you, which ones you want to believe, which ones you want to act on. And it can be that simple. It gets to be easy. It gets to be fun, and we get to choose which thoughts we entertain. And today, I'm entertaining the one that says it doesn't fucking matter what I look like on that call, and it really doesn't. I'm loved, I'm valid, I'm worthy, regardless of what this stranger on the other side of this FaceTime thinks. And yeah, that's my little nugget of wisdom, my little mindset coaching thing that I wanted to share with you all today is we have so much more power than we give ourselves credit for. And so take your power back from those thoughts and from those feelings and from that fear, because at the end of the day, you could always rewrite the story. Always, always, always. Also, new tank top from Target. Do we love her? She's really colorful. Yay! I love color. So I forgot my headphones for my workout, and I would literally rather sit there and cry than work out without headphones. So I'm walking to the gas station to see if they have any. Fingers crossed. Hi, do you guys sell headphones of any kind? No. That's for iPhone?
No, I don't think it is. Yours is iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no headphones. Well, she had a pair, but they don't fit into an iPhone. So I'm going to go look in my car and see if I have an adapter. I'm literally being that bitch right now. No adapter. It's okay. This workout's going to be great anyway. I get to decide. That was actually an incredible workout. I learned I could do one arm pull-ups, which is crazy. So here's your reminder not to count yourself out before you've even tried. So everything you guys have seen up to this point in the first half of the vlog, we were 17 weeks out, and now it is our weekly check-in. So we're going into 16 weeks out. Oh my gosh. So as of today, we're like 16 and a half weeks out because our check-in's on Tuesday, which is the middle of the week, but a few days, neither here nor there. Two specific things I want to check in with you guys and share with you guys about this morning. One, first session with the posing coach went swimmingly. In an ideal world, I would just show you guys that footage, which I do have, but she was in my AirPods the whole time and you can't hear her. So the footage is kind of dull. It's just me moving my toe 1 inch this way and moving my toe 1 inch that way and shifting my hips 3 degrees to the left and whatever. And that would have been so fun for you guys to be able to hear her give me that direction. But you can't because she was in my AirPods. So next time I have a session with her, I'll really try to get that figured out. The feedback she gave me though is that I was doing immensely better than most do in their first session, and that felt really good to hear. Oh my gosh, the sunrise is just beautiful. It is so crazy how just teeny tiny things can really change the whole way your physique looks. Now, obviously, I'm feeling way more confident in like the physique that I'm bringing to the table because I know better how to show it off. And so I'll be practicing. Her recommendation was 3 times a week for 15 minutes a day. or for 15 minutes per session. And then the other thing I want to check in with you guys about is obviously today is physique check-in day with my coach. So I'll send him over my photos and he'll give me tons of feedback. And so this is always so fun, so exciting for me because I just really love to know where I'm at, where he thinks I'm at, and where we're gonna take it next. And today I am particularly, like aggressively eager and curious to see what he has to say, because with us raising my calories more, which I've shared with you guys a lot about already, my weight has gone up essentially back right where we started, like give or take like 0.2 pounds or something. So my weight is back up as well. That does not concern me because one, we're so far out. Like this is the time where we can try things out and manipulate things and see how it's going. It really is such a dance, such a fine balance to find that spot where I'm eating enough to have energy and to feel my workouts, but also still leaning out for the stage. And so that's okay. And another thing is, like, I just really trust him. He's worked with so many women, so many winning physiques that he's produced, different body types, different metabolisms, different needs. And so I really trust him. Even though my weight has gone back up, that does not concern me. And I'm doing my best to show him that I trust him, because I think that's really important between a client and coach, like never want to overstep. So I'm someone who really likes to share my thoughts. And so I think in any other situation, I would have sent him over my physique photos and been like, here are my photos, my weight's up a little bit, and what do you think that means, and blah, blah, blah. But he has the data. He doesn't need me to tell him. He doesn't need me to ask. I sent him the photos. He knows how much I weigh already because he has the data, and he'll share what he thinks. I've seen what he can do. I've seen how we interact. And so I guess I'm just really, like I said, aggressively curious to hear his feedback this week, because I want to know what's going to change moving forward, because I am assuming that something will change. And I love a new challenge. I love a shift. I love something fresh. And so I will check back in as soon as he says what he has to say.
Okay, I'm here to tell you guys Coach's feedback. It was so good. I'm so excited. As always, he always gets me fired up, and a fresh week of feedback means a fresh week of goals to tackle, and just taking this week by week is so fun. I feel like every single Tuesday I'm revitalized, and obviously I'm so excited to do this every day, but these especially are my favorite days. He was not concerned about the weight gain at all, which is good, because I was not concerned about the weight gain at all. Like I said, I just trust him. We're upping my cardio going into this next week from 25 minutes in the afternoon after my training sessions to 35 minutes fasted in the morning. And then instead of 5 days a week, cardio is going to be 7 days a week. So even on my rest days, which I'm actually really stoked about, because on my rest days, I've shared with you guys before, I'm kind of just twiddling my thumbs like, can't wait to train again. And so this gives me something to do on my rest days where I'm not in the gym lifting weights, which is really, really exciting. He gave me some feedback on how things went with my posing coach. He even said, like, just from the beginning, before I ever had a session with her, before I ever even knew what I was doing, posing just came so natural to me in such a comfortable, just like flow state kind of way. And you guys know I love that teacher's pet shit, so I was just eating up that validation. It made me feel really good, really confident. And that's what we're doing going into the new week. Food stays the same, cardio goes up a little bit more, and we're just gonna continue to crush. Oh, another thing, which is really fucking exciting. I can see it in myself, obviously, just because I know my body pretty intimately, but he was just saying like how much progress we've made with the upper body. To paraphrase him, it was something along the lines of, it's crazy that 3 weeks ago we really felt like your upper body was lacking in comparison to your lower body and it needed to catch up, and now 3 weeks later we're there. Like, it has caught up, it has grown, like we have accomplished that goal, and that is just crazy to me. You guys can see in the physique photo just how much life has come into my upper body and my shoulders. He said specifically loves the way like my upper pecs are looking, like around my collarbone, just upper chest, like really leaning out and getting some muscle definition there. And it's just really cool to see the concrete changes that are happening, the positive feedback that I'm getting. And the only thing between me and winning is this next now 16 weeks of hard work, and I'm willing to do it. I'm gonna crush it. So let's get into the next week.
Okay, I'm getting my first morning cardio session in. I don't know if it's because it's early in the morning, but I cannot get my heart rate up. So I essentially was fucking sprinting up these stairs to get my heart rate where I wanted it to be. And now it's way too high and I can't breathe, but I'm gonna take advantage of the super high heart rate, just slow the stairs down and ride it out. It's fasted cardio, so that means no coffee creamer. So I just had a little coffee because I can't stand the taste of black coffee, and I'm not a pre-workout girly, so just running on a sip of coffee and some dreams right now. I'm gonna have a fat bowl of cereal after this before I go lift. I could lift fasted, and I did for a long time, like 2 years, but it's not my personal preference anymore, just because for the last however long, I've just been lifting with so much intensity. The extra little boost helps, but the point of fasted cardio in the morning is so that your body prefers to burn the fat instead of the food that's in your body. That's a very layman's way to put it. There's some science behind it. For those who don't know, I don't talk about it a lot, but I have a degree in biology, just sitting in my closet collecting dust, but it exists. But sometimes I even forget it exists. I'll let you guys know how cardio goes. Cardio finished. It honestly was kind of lit because I am one of those people that does literally get a runner's high or an endorphin rush or whatever after you work out. And back when I had my running phase, like if I hit a run first thing before I did anything else, like I was vibrating for the next few hours. And so I'm definitely feeling that way right now. Haven't done fasted cardio in a while, so that excitement is definitely back. I am having Cocoa Puffs this morning, just before I go lift. Obviously the protein will come later, but I want the carbies for fuel. I'm clearly not eating the same exact way that I was earlier in the vlog when I showed you guys kind of like a full day of eating when I was eating lower calories, but I'm gonna leave it in there because I still think it's valuable information. And let's just say I'm eating the same exact way. I'm just adding in more snacks. So like meals are more or less the same, and I'll have like a bowl of cereal, and then at the end of the night, I'm having this little rice cake dessert that I've made. Here's a picture of it, but it's just rice cake, peanut butter, Greek yogurt, strawberries, and honey. And so that's packed with tons of good calories. And yeah, nothing's really changed drastically, just more snacks, which is kind of fun. I am gonna go lift. Good morning. Just got done with cardio, having my pre-workout carby snack. Today it's cereal, as it has been for a while. So sweaty. Cardio this week is just hitting different, which I'm really appreciating. But I woke up feeling on fire this morning, and so there's so many things I want to say, so many things I want to share, and I want to capture the good moments. I want to be grateful for them. I want to remember them. So I was like, let's turn on the camera and let them know how I'm feeling and why I'm so excited. So today is midweek check-in day with my coach, and as you guys know, those get me fucking fired up. I'm always excited to wake up and have another day of prep, but as I'm taking my figure photos, I'm like, holy shit, like it's all clicking, it's all coming together. As you guys know, the delts, the glutes, the abs, like they're all coming in exactly how I want them to. But most importantly, what really clicked for me and got me really excited was my scale weight. So I weighed in at 115.6 this morning, which isn't a new low, but it is just really confirming for me that this process works. And what I mean by that is, as you guys know, I was eating a little bit lower calorie and my weight was going down pretty rapidly. Like I got down to 114, starting at 117.4. And then my coach was like, you need to eat more. Like you're just simply not eating enough. And I trust the process. I'm super emotionally detached from food. At this point, I'm eating to reach my goals, and that is it. It's neither good nor bad. I have a goal to reach and I want to reach it. So my coach is like, you need to eat more food. And I trust him, so I did. With that, my weight went up. As I shared with you guys before, that was not concerning to me. I trust him and I'm trusting the process. Only when it went back up to 117 point something, I was like, oh, the fat loss will come later. It's whatever. I'm following the plan. And it's going back down again. What this is really showing to me, and the message I want to convey to you guys, is like, you have to detach your emotions from the scale weight. Like that is a single objective marker for progress, but other things are markers for progress as well. You guys have seen my shoulders change. You guys have seen my midsection change. You've seen my glutes change. And like the scale going up 2 more pounds when I started to eat more does not take away from that. And the old me, the one who had like so much work to do around food and body image and control and all of that struggle, she would have seen the scale go up after eating more and hyperfixated on it and overcorrected and started eating less again. Only now, the work I've done and the tools I've used over the 3 years, I was like, oh, the scale went up because I started eating more. Like, that's what fucking happens. And there was no emotion tied to it. And I didn't overcorrect. And as a result, now my weight's going back down again, but I get to eat more. Like, what a win. The results, the progress that we are looking for is still coming, and I get to eat more at the same time. And like, how beautiful and fun is that? And so just really driving home the point that like old me would have overcorrected and panicked and started eating less again. You have to remove that emotion from the scale weight. You have to remove that emotion from the scale weight. And this is just proof that like eating more is not a bad thing. And also just like a moment of appreciation and gratitude for Adam, my coach, because this shows how much integrity that he's leading with. I think a lot of coaches and a lot of competitors would have been like, oh, your weight's going down, so that's what we want, like keep at it. But he was like, no, you need to eat more because that's what's better for you, that's what's better for the process, that's what's better for your health. And I don't know, I just really want to commend that, because I think this process can be toxic for probably most people that go through it, but that is my mission going through it, is to highlight that it doesn't have to be. And him leading from the front in that way, I think is definitely noteworthy. So super, super grateful for him and just really excited for the way things are going. Sorry to end so abruptly. My coach just informed me we're doing a carb load day, and we want to give that day its own episode, just like it deserves. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching.